Welcome back, and just in time for sports news, here's Ayotunde Balogun.
Yes, indeed, Amaricha, thank you so much. Well, the Nigeria Football Federation has once again confirmed their commitment to support the Super Falcons ahead of the Women's World Cup in France this year. In an interview with Channel Sports, the NFF president, Amaju Pinnick, believes the Super Falcons have represented the country well in Africa, and with good preparation, they can do same at the world stage. Nigeria will compete in Group A with hosts France, Korea, Republic, and Norway.
Now, going to the World Cup, they have specifically two windows, two FIFA windows, in January and in April. What have we done with those windows? Instead of playing just two games, we decided to enlist them into tournaments. The first tournament is in China in less than 2 weeks. They are going to be playing against top teams, and all these teams qualify for the World Cup. They are going to be playing against China, which of course is the same group. They are going to be playing against Korea. Korea is in the same group with them. They are playing Canada, Korea, Canada, Korea, and China, 3 teams. Now, when they come back, the next window, they are going to go to Cyprus for another, I think it's an 8 nations tournament, where they are going to play about 5, 6 other countries. Most of these countries qualify for the World Cup.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the World Football Governing Body may not wait until 2026 to increase the number of participating teams from 32 to 48. Mr. Infantino says a majority of national football federations were in favor of expanding the tournament, and the decision was expected ahead of the qualifying draw in March. The Swiss Italian now says the new format could be used as early as the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp admits the Reds will be facing one of the most difficult fixtures in club football when they take on Manchester City in Thursday's blockbuster in the English Premier League. But Klopp says City were the best team in the world with an outstanding manager in Pep Guardiola. And meanwhile, the games just concluded in the English Premier League. Chelsea and Southampton played out a goalless draw to stay fourth in the English Premier League. That's the Blues, where Burnley beat relegation strugglers Huddersfield Town 2-1 as Huddersfield remained rooted at the bottom of the table. West Ham and Brighton played a 2-2 draw at the London Stadium, with the North London side moving to 10th on the table. Crystal Palace beat Wolves 2-0, while it's 4 wins in 4 games for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as Manchester United beat Newcastle 2-0 at St James's Park. And Australia has kept their Hopman Cup dreams alive with a thrilling 2-1 victory over Spain in Perth earlier today. Ashley Barty beat former world number 1 Garbine Muguruza in straight sets in the opening singles tie 6-3, 6-4. David Ferrer then leveled the score at 1-1 after he came out on top against Matthew Ibden in the men's singles 7-6, 7-5. The 4 players then competed in a thrilling, fast 4 doubles match, with the Australians edging the encounter in 3 tight sets 3-4, 4-3, 4-3.
So the match is ready.
And that's a wrap in sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
U.S. President Donald Trump has shrugged off comments made by incoming Utah Senator and former Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney on his presidency, which he described as a worldwide dismay. In a tweet posted a while ago, the president said he would prefer Romney to focus on border security and many other things where he can be helpful. Romney, in his article in the Washington Post, said the president had not risen to the mantle of presidency. He, however, praised many of the president's policies, such as tax reforms and appointment of conservative judges in his crackdown on China's so-called unfair trade practices, policies he says mainstream Republicans have promoted for years. He did point out that the nation was divided, resentful and angry, and that presidential leadership in qualities of character is indispensable. Chinese President Xi Jinping is confident Taiwan will once again become a full part of China, calling on the people of the country to accept, the people of the region to accept that it must and will be done. He made the statements in a speech marking 40 years since the start of improving ties, reiterating the call for peaceful unification on a one country, two systems basis. And the main news again. The siege on Senator Dino Melaye's house continued today as police allowed journalists into the compound of the Kogi West senator. The police say the journalists and some lawmakers were allowed into the compound to dispel allegations of breaking in to the senator's house. Also today, the People's Democratic Party asked Interpol to probe alleged diversion of military funds by the ruling party. The presidency, however, dismissed the allegation, describing it as laughable. And U.S. President Donald Trump has shrugged off personal attack on his presidency by senior fellow Republican Mitt Romney. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.